Welcome to Innerji, Tarot Tea Astrology and all things metaphysical. I'm Leslie Levy, and let's do this week's Astro-Tarot reading for each of the signs of the zodiac. Remember, we have the sun in Libra at the moment, and Libra energy is all about balance and harmony, relationships with significant others, friendships, business partnerships. So let's see what the reading reveals for you this week. Shuffling the cards, and we'll lay the one card out for each sign in the zodiac, plus a couple of tea charms. And remember, this reading applies for you if you have your sun, moon, or ascendant in a particular sign. So that's the one that you can pay attention to. And remember, you only take what resonates. As this is a general reading, not everything resonates for everyone. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest. So let's place a card for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Let us begin with Aries. So for you, Aries, you are cardinal fire. So lots of energy, lots of action, lots of beginning of new things. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles for you. I will bring that up a little bit closer. So the Seven of Pentacles for you says it's a week of getting into the routine. Aries, you normally don't like routine, but if you can stick to a routine this week, it will be productive for you. It will work for you. Productivity is your key word this week. It might be a bit boring doing the same old, but if you put your mind to it, your focus to it, all that beautiful fire energy to it, you will achieve some great things this week. Let's add a couple of charms and see what else there is for Aries. We have the dragon and the camel, and this talks about putting your energy, because dragon is fire, powerful energy. This is about having some staying power because we've got the camel with it. Now the camel is about staying the course. Aries, you have everything you need this week to be productive and to get done what you need to get done, but you need to be powerful about it. You need to stand in your own power and hunker down and do it step by step, and you will succeed this week. Good energy for you. Let's move on to Taurus. Taurus, you are fixed earth. You are reliable, solid, stable, loyal. However, you can be hard to move sometimes. You can be a little bit stubborn at times. But for you, Taurus, we have the Page of Cups reversed. And so the Cups is about your emotional life, about your feelings, about your relationships. And so for you, Taurus, your relationships are going to continue along smoothly this week. No surprises for you. When we look at the Page of Cups upright, you can see there's a fish trying to jump out of the cup. So this usually means something unexpected. So the fact that it's reversed is saying to me that what you expect this week around relationships that you have is what will occur with those relationships. And we're just going to pull a couple of tea charms for that. And we've got the bells and we've got the house. So this is particularly about relationships around the home. Things are going to continue as normal because we've got the house here, so it's in your home environment. However, there is going to be some big news coming your way, but you are expecting this news, so it won't be a surprise for you. It is going to be some positive news around your family, around the home, that is expected and will be good for you this week. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, mutable air, lots of ideas. You're quick, you're intelligent, you're curious. You have lots of ability in terms of communicating clearly. And for you, we have the Fool reversed this week. So this is also saying to me that you know where you're going this week. What I like about this Fool card upside down here for you is it's showing me that you don't have your head in the clouds. You're a little bit more grounded for this coming week, which will serve you in good stead. You know exactly where you're placing your thoughts. You know exactly where you're stepping this week. Let's add a couple of charms here for you. And we have the music, the musical note, and we have the wolf. So for you this week, in moving forward, knowing what your ideas are, knowing what you want to do, how you're stepping forward, it is about you being a little less social than you normally are. It's about being a little bit of a lone wolf this week, doing it solo, going solo this week without relying on others in terms of getting their opinions and what they think. This is about trusting your own opinions. And with the musical note here, it's saying to me that if you don't rely too much on others this week, what they think, what they expect of you, you will be able to just sing song along, if that makes sense. You will be able to sing your own song and not be too concerned about others. Because for you, Gemini, sometimes getting the balance between others and yourself can be difficult. And with Sun in Libra at the moment, being in the month of looking at harmony and balance in relationships, then, you know, this going it alone this week will be more beneficial for you, more productive for you, and you'll feel happier for it. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer is cardinal water. So lots of emotion for you, lots of feelings, sensitivity, quite intuitive as well. But you have a tendency to be direct with your emotions. You have a tendency to just put them out there no matter what. And we have the Hanged Man reversed here. And this is saying to me that whatever perspective you have had in the lead up to this week, that same perspective is going to stay with you. You are going to be looking at things in the same way that you have been looking at them in the past. Let's add a couple of tea charms to see whether this is going to be a positive way to be or whether something needs to change. And we've got two signs here. We've got Aquarius and we have Virgo. So this is saying to me that keeping looking at things and feeling things from the same perspective that you have been is not going to serve you well this week. With the energy of Aquarius, which is fixed air, it is about setting your thinking in a fixed way. It is about having an opinion. Aquarius is also about being more innovative, about taking chances in a very logical, practical way. And of course, we have Virgo there. So it is about looking at the detail. This is mutable earth. So what this is saying to me is that the emotional way you've had of looking at things and perceiving things up until now has not been serving you so well recently. So it is time to get more into your head, think more logically, be more innovative, form new opinions based on what you think rather than what you feel, and look at the details that are around you to help you form those opinions and then be able to share them with others. Moving on to Leo. Leo, you are fixed fire. You burn hot and steady. You are fun. You like to be out there. You like to be out doing. This is the home of the sun, so you like to shine. But what we have this week is Knight of Pentacles reversed. And this is saying to me that this week is not a time for you to stay still. It's not a time for you to slow down. It is a time for you to take action and put into practice. We've got Pentacles here. Pentacles are about the physical things in life, about money, abundance, the physical things we own, the physical environment. And this is saying to me that you really need to focus on what it is that you need to do this week and make it happen. Don't sit back and wait. Let's add a couple of charms here. And we have the headstone and the key. And so this is about taking action, about ending something that has not been working for you, because headstones can represent endings because, well, they're headstones, the end of life. But in this case, it's not about the end of life. It is about the ending of something. And by focusing on what it is you need to do to finalize or complete something in your life will open up a new opportunity for you, a new way of being. So this week, for you, it's about taking action, about completing or ending something that is either had its day or is no longer working for you, so that you can be open to unlocking new opportunities. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, you are into the detail. You love researching, you like breaking things down and putting them back together in a new way. And for you, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this week, this is about you. You're holding on to things. I feel that you're keeping things close to your chest this week. Look at that pentacle right up on his chest, and he's holding it close to his heart. So I feel that you're allowing the material things in life to protect you, or to use them as an excuse not to look at your emotions this week. And it is about you finding balance. Remember, the overall energy is Sun in Libra, finding balance, finding harmony, looking at our relationships with others. So I feel for you, Virgo, who is normally so private, it is time for you this week to open up to others about what you are doing, about the things that you are holding close to your heart, and open up more about them and share them. A couple of tea charms for you. And we have the Star and we have the Heart. So this is confirming it is time to let your heart shine out. It is time for you to be hopeful about sharing your feelings and be more open with your feelings in your close relationships with others in particular. I feel if you open up this week, it is going to shine brighter for you. Your relationships are going to be better off rather than keeping things within. Moving on to Libra, the birthday month, so happy birthday, Libra. And Libra, we've talked about the balance, we've talked about harmony, we've talked about seeing other people's points of view as well as your own. And we have the Knight of Cups reversed here. And this is saying to me that this is not the week to contain your emotions. This is the week for you to talk about how you're feeling, a bit like Virgo, but you're a little bit different. You are more open with your feelings, but you are cardinal air. So you do have a tendency to process your feelings through your mind before you express them. And so it is important for you to really come from the heart this week, not hold back, because when this card is upright, you can see that he's very carefully holding the cup of water or wine or whatever's in there. But water is about emotion, it's about feelings. So this knight is being very careful about how he moves forward emotionally. And this is saying to me in its reverse position that you can be emotionally more open this week with your significant other as well. A couple of charms here for you. And we have the number 2 and we have the Crown. And this is very much about you finding balance. 2 is about duality. It's about compatibility. So it really is about finding your balance between the dualities of what others need from you emotionally and what you can give emotionally. And we have the Crown here. And so that's saying to me that you need to be the one that's in charge of how much you give to others emotionally this week, not allowing others to simply overpower you and take what they need. Let's move on to Scorpio. Fixed water, you are Scorpio. Deep, dark, private, not dark in a bad way necessarily, although it can sometimes, but you are very, very private. You are about transformation as well. And we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed for you for this coming week, Scorpio. And I feel that for you, you're going to feel a little bit down on your luck. You're going to feel this week that things are not going your way. And this may take you into a state of a little bit of self-criticism in terms of self-blame and also blaming others as well. So I feel that you've got to be a little bit careful that you don't go too deep into this downward spiral, because with you being fixed water, emotionally you are very, very deep. So just be aware that even though you're not feeling like everything's going your way at the moment, this week, don't give yourself permission to spiral down. You need to work through this, because remember, the wheel always turns back up again. It's a matter of being patient. Let's do a couple of charms for you. And we have the pig and we have the stork. So for you this week, it's about not becoming emotionally self-indulgent because of this downturn that is affecting you. It is about looking at how you can begin again, because we've got the stork bringing the baby. So this is about small new beginnings. So this is all about your attitude around how you're feeling this week, and you can turn this wheel around by not being over self-indulgent and by looking at new ways that you can deal with whatever it is that is bringing you down. Moving on to Sagittarius, mutable fire. You're a whole firecracker system, energy going off in all directions. You are friendly, you are outgoing, you are out there. You like adventure, not just on the level of traveling the world or climbing mountains or anything, but you also like the internal adventure of exploring philosophy, belief systems. And for you this week, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. So for you this week, Sagittarius, you're not going to feel like you're in charge, because this is a fire card as well. Wands are fire energy. They are about taking action. They are about innovation, entrepreneurship. And so for you this week, Sagittarius, you're going to feel that you're not in charge of that. You're going to feel that things are moving more slowly than you would like them to move. And so you're going to feel somewhat frustrated by this. So for you this week, Sagittarius, just be aware that you don't just lash out, because Sagittarian energy has that energy of saying things just as they are. And with the Sun in Libra, if you're feeling out of balance, as the Queen of Wands is showing, you might have a tendency of being a little more tactless than usual, being a little more blunt than usual. So just be careful about your communication with others. Let's add on a couple of charms for you, Sagittarius. And we have the Bat and we have the Bellows. So yes, for you, it's about not going off on tangents. You really need to stay focused on what it is that you need to do this coming week and not be sidetracked. It is easy for Sagittarians to be sidetracked. And we have the Bellows. So it is not about inflaming everything with blunt words and tactless conversation. This is about you focusing on what you need to do, allowing yourself the luxury of not having to take charge and just getting done what you need to do. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you are fixed earth. You are all about doing. You're about doing in a big way. It is about the big strategies of life, the big ways of being and doing. And we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Spider and the Fan. So let's look at Eight of Cups first. The Eight of Cups shows a person walking away from the cups, leaving the cups behind. So Capricorn, you are very practical. You are one that doesn't allow your emotions to jump out too much into the world. You have a tendency to keep your emotions in check. And what this is saying to me is that this coming week, you're going to be doing that more than usual. You are not going to be acknowledging your emotions. And that is something that you really, really need to do. With the Fan there, this is the winds of change. And with the Spider's web, if you aren't open about your emotions this week, things are going to get much more complicated, become much more tangled. And with that Fan there, things are going to blow hot and cold in your world this coming week if you're not open, not facing your emotions. Let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, you are fixed air. So thoughts, plans, innovation. You're a bit of a rebel, but once you make up your mind about something, you've made it up. And for you this week, partnerships are going to be a little bit difficult. We have the Two of Cups reversed. When the Two of Cups is upright, we see two people in harmony. They are in equal standing and they are in communication. So Aquarius, for you this week, be careful over your communication in partnerships with others. They are out of balance, and you're innovative enough to come up with new ways of dealing with how you can right what is not in balance around a particular relationship. A couple of charms for you. And we have, reaffirming. We have the scales and we have the lion. So this is about you rebalancing something that is out of balance in a relationship. It is about you taking the initiative, taking the lead. The Leo, the lion, is the king. And it's about you having the courage to initiate a conversation around regaining balance within a relationship. And that is so fitting in terms of the theme of the sun in Libra this month. Everything about bringing into balance, looking at harmony, looking at relationships. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, you are ethereal. You are mutable water. So your emotions can change a lot. You are intuitive. You are imaginative as well. And for you, we have the Two of Wands. What I like about the Two of Wands here for you is that you are looking at taking action. This gentleman is planning. He's looking at the world at large, and he is looking at what plans he needs to make in order to start taking action around something. And so I feel that you can use your imagination to create something new this week. But what I like about it is you are focused on taking action, because sometimes, Pisces, it can all stay in your head and it doesn't actually manifest, doesn't actually come into being because you don't take the action around it. So you are planning, you are getting ready to take action. Let's see what we have in the way of charms. And we have the unicorn and we have the rose. The rose represents passion. The unicorn can represent wishes and fantasy. So the warning for you this week is to make sure that you are passionate about whatever it is that you're planning to do, and make sure that you start to take action on it and not get lost in the idea of it all, the fantasy of it all. You can easily create something in your head, in your being, that is so real to you that you don't often realize that you're actually not doing anything about it. So this is a week for you to take action, to bring some passion to it, and not get lost in the fantasy of it. I do hope this Astro Tarot reading for this week, commencing the 28th of September, is of help to you. Until next time, please take care of yourself.